Welcome back, guys. Now I want you to picture this. 364 kilometers, 7,245 meters of vert. My good mate Sam and I decided that we needed one last long ride before winter really arrives. We set a route based around our favorite climbs and our favorite rides here in Girona. Decided to tackle it all in a day. So come with us as we take you on that journey. Most of you watching will have heard of Girona before. It's a cycling mecca, home to around 200 professionals and surrounded by amazing roads. Sam and I first met back in 2019 and have been training together for the last 4 years. An ex-professional with diabetic Team Novo Nordisk, accomplished cyclist and nutrition whiz, Sam has imparted a whole lot of amazing fueling knowledge with me over our time as mates. So with that in mind, today's video is going to be a combination of epic climbs, bucket loads of good food, and good banter. Let's go get it. Setting off at 4 AM, we met at the iconic stone bridge. It does look a little different in the dark, but in the daylight hours, this place is stunning. Good mate Justin Weeks had just returned from time abroad and was battling jet lag, so decided to join in for the first part of the festivities.
How are ya? Oh, mate, good. Just literally nothing's working for me right now.
What's going on?
Light's dead, power meter's dead.
Oh, now the focus of the ride was to try and capture one last big loop pre-winter and ride a series of our favourite roads. Fittingly, we set off up Els Angels, the main climb on our doorstep here in Girona, in search of the coast and the amazing vistas of the Costa Bravo. We arrived down the coast just as the sun began to shine, but not before stopping for a little caffeine and a couple of bets on the pokies, along with a couple of sleepy locals. Weaving our way along the quiet coastal roads was honestly so sick, and we both agreed that there's probably no better way to start the day. So here with Sam, we've just finished the amazing Costa Bravo component of the ride. Give us the stats, mate. How you feeling?
Yeah, good. I think we've done 1,800 meters climbing, almost on 92k, 3.5 hours. So
It's pretty good stats.
moving along pretty well.
You feeling all right?
Yeah, feeling good.
Yeah.
Eating, drinking.
Both made a concerted effort to get a whole lot of nutrition in before we left this morning. I think that's going to pay dividends later on in the day when we hit the 250, 350k mark. So onwards up, St. Brow we go. What do we got here, mate?
Some Haribo's.
How many grams of carbs?
So 80 in each bag.
And you having one of them every hour?
Yeah, more or less. Eating this and a bit of some bars, gels to mix it up.
Nice. From here, we made our way back west, along the back roads to Santa Coloma and the real beginning of the vert. Up St. Hilari, down to Arbusius before tackling the mother climb, Tour de Long. This beast of a climb holds a special place in my heart because I Everested on it a number of occasions quite early on as part of my 2022 project. Linked to that one here. But before we got to Mons, it was time for a bit of a refeed. St. Hilari, we are here at the top of the berg. 3,000 meters in, 150k.
One of the famous bakeries up here. Don't even know the name.
An iconic little stop.
Bocadillo on tortilla, and I think you the same with some cheese and a few croissants and a brew. Yeah.
Tell us a bit about what you're doing.
So basically checking my glucose with my glucose sensor here. It's been a little bit of a struggle so far. It's not bad, but as you can see, it's a little bit on the elevated side. Taking on so many carbs at the moment, but it's regulating quite well considering I'm taking on 80 to 100 grams of carb an hour. So basically trying to get that balance of fueling enough, keeping glucose levels at a good range, and also making sure they're staying relatively stable. So I think that's the key, not having big peaks and drops.
Stomachs full and bitters topped with orange juice, we pressed on.
We've just stopped for a bit of a refill. There's not a lot of refuel options as far as drinks go, but orange juice will get your sugar levels sky high. So I've got some water from the tap, gonna mix that with orange juice. That'll give me a nice carb boost for the next little while.
Now, as a bit of a tip for those visiting the Girona region, the Mons, pronounced Monsane National Park is a must visit. Sure, it's a longer day on the bike, but forgo the likes of Rocacorba and Banyolas and do yourself a favour. The roads in and around Monsane are incredible. Sheltered by tree cover, multitudes of different landscape and fauna, it's like a Disneyland for cyclists.
We've done about 5,000 metres of vert now, 200k, 160k to go, 2,500 metres still left to ride. We're both craving ice cream, so we're gonna go try and find a gas station and get some sort of cold, creamy goodness in us.
Around the back of the Mons National Park, we climb once more up to SHilari for another quality refeed, though this time we stopped at the iconic SHilari BP. Music from the 90s pumping over the speakers, we grabbed our fair share of sugary goodness. I opened for some pasta, a couple of Snickers bars and a few other goodies, and Sam tried his luck with the old Red Bull. We then descended down to a saw in the shade of the trees and up to the incredible views of Matadero del Col. It was warm out there, 30 odd degrees at time, and so the zippers spent more time undone than they did done up. Skirting past what is now a very empty Cascada Dam, we approached the last big climb for the day, up to St. Marty as the sun finally set. This climb is a ripper, but quite a challenge after 300 odd kilometres and 6,000 metres of elevation gain. We slowly wound our way up this amazing climb in the dark of the night, talking absolute smack about the food cravings we were both very much feeling. By this stage, we'd probably been on the bike for a good 14 hours. Reaching the peak was pretty special. We'd all but completed the hard part of the day's epic loop. All that was left was the descent down to Angles and the rolling terrain home.
Mate, top of the final climb, this is St. Marty How does it feel?
Yeah, good.
Pretty bloody good, huh? It's a good day out.
Mate. Thank you.
7,200 metres, 330k so far. We've got another 30k home, so it's been a pretty epic day on the pedals. Climbing's done. Thank God. Down we go.
I cast my mind back to 2022. This had been the first of my 52 Everests, and what an achievement it had felt like at the time. Though little did I know what I was in for the following 51 weeks. Torture, absolute torture. Arriving back in Girona, 15 hours in the legs, we stopped off at what can only be described as a world-class establishment. James Knox, if you're watching, you know exactly what I'm talking about, mate. Star Blue Kebab. Now, this is a pretty well-kept secret, so don't go telling your mates or blabbing about it on the tube. But the kebabs here are known to be the best on earth. I kid you not. Hot, fresh, oozing with salad. The only thing that comes close to beating it are the chips and the lashings of good salt. We're done. We're here at Star Blue. We've got a kebab, some chippies, and some cold drinks. It's been an epic day on the bike. We've seen a whole lot of Girona, our favourite roads. How are you?
Good.
Good?
Yeah, feeling alright. Probably pretty tired in 5 minutes, but feeling good for now.
Lad's got a second wind on the way home. Ready to get the kebab in them. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Remember to like, subscribe, let us know your favourite roads in Girona, and we hope to see you out on the road somewhere here soon.